Easy English Hub.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Easy English Hub. I'm James, and today I'm joined by my friend, Emma. How are you doing, Emma?
Hi, James. I'm doing great. Thanks. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and I'm really excited to be here today.
Today, we're going to talk about something very important, the impact of climate change on our planet. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues of our time, and it affects all of us.
Absolutely, James. From rising temperatures to extreme weather events, climate change is having a profound impact on our environment and our lives. So, let's dive into our discussion.
Understanding climate change.
Let's start by understanding what climate change is. Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature, precipitation, and other atmospheric conditions on Earth. It's primarily caused by human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes.
That's right, James. The burning of fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat and cause the Earth's temperature to rise, leading to global warming.
Historical climate patterns show that the Earth's climate has always changed, but the current rate of change is unprecedented. Scientists use data from ice cores, tree rings, and other sources to study past climate conditions and compare them to current trends.
Current data shows that global temperatures are rising, glaciers are melting, and sea levels are increasing. These changes are having a significant impact on weather patterns and ecosystems around the world.
We've talked about the basics of climate change, but let's dive deeper into the science behind it. One of the key concepts is the greenhouse effect. This is the process by which greenhouse gases trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere, leading to global warming.
That's right, James. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. These gases are released through various human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, agriculture, and industrial processes.
Another important aspect is the carbon cycle. This is the natural process by which carbon is exchanged between the atmosphere, oceans, soil, and living organisms. Human activities have disrupted this cycle, leading to an increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide levels.
Yes, and this disruption has significant consequences for the Earth's climate. Increased carbon dioxide levels lead to higher global temperatures, which in turn affect weather patterns, sea levels, and ecosystems.
It's also important to understand the role of feedback loops in climate change. For example, as the Arctic ice melts, it reduces the Earth's albedo, or reflectivity, causing more solar energy to be absorbed and further warming the planet.
Another feedback loop involves permafrost. As permafrost thaws, it releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas, into the atmosphere, which accelerates global warming.
Impact on the environment.
Let's discuss the impact of climate change on the environment. One of the most noticeable effects is the increase in extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, heat waves, and heavy rainfall.
Yes, and these events can cause widespread damage to infrastructure, homes, and natural habitats. They also pose a threat to human safety and health.
Climate change is also affecting ecosystems and biodiversity. Many species are struggling to adapt to the changing conditions, and some are at risk of extinction.
Ocean acidification is another major concern. The oceans absorb a significant amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which leads to a decrease in pH levels. This can harm marine life, such as coral reefs and shellfish.
Rising sea levels are also a significant issue. As glaciers and ice sheets melt, the added water causes sea levels to rise, which can lead to coastal flooding and erosion.
Let's explore the impact of climate change on different ecosystems. One of the most affected ecosystems is the Arctic. The Arctic is warming at twice the rate of the rest of the world, leading to the loss of sea ice and permafrost.
Yes, and this has serious implications for Arctic wildlife, such as polar bears, seals, and walruses, which rely on sea ice for hunting and breeding.
Forests are also being impacted by climate change. Increased temperatures and changes in precipitation patterns are leading to more frequent and severe wildfires, which can devastate forest ecosystems.
Coral reefs are another ecosystem at risk. Rising ocean temperatures and acidification are causing coral bleaching, which weakens and kills coral reefs. This has a ripple effect on the entire marine ecosystem, as many species rely on coral reefs for habitat and food.
Wetlands are also vulnerable to climate change. Changes in water levels and temperatures can disrupt the delicate balance of these ecosystems, affecting the plants and animals that depend on them.
It's clear that climate change is having a profound impact on ecosystems around the world. Protecting these ecosystems is crucial for maintaining biodiversity and the health of our planet.
Impact on human life.
Climate change has a direct impact on human life as well. One of the most significant effects is on health. Rising temperatures can lead to heat-related illnesses, and changes in weather patterns can affect the spread of diseases.
Yes, and the economic consequences are also substantial. Extreme weather events can disrupt agriculture, damage infrastructure, and lead to increased costs for disaster response and recovery.
Social and political implications are also important to consider. Climate change can exacerbate existing inequalities and lead to conflicts over resources, such as water and arable land.
It's clear that climate change is a complex issue that affects many aspects of our lives. It's important to understand these impacts so we can take action to mitigate and adapt to the changes.
Let's delve deeper into the impact of climate change on human health. One of the most direct effects is heat-related illnesses. As temperatures rise, the risk of heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and other heat-related conditions increases.
Yes, and vulnerable populations, such as the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing health conditions, are particularly at risk.
Climate change also affects air quality. Higher temperatures can lead to increased levels of ground-level ozone, a harmful air pollutant. This can exacerbate respiratory conditions, such as asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD).
Changes in weather patterns can also affect the spread of infectious diseases. For example, warmer temperatures and increased rainfall can create favorable conditions for mosquitoes, which can spread diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus.
The economic consequences of climate change are also significant. Extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts, can cause widespread damage to infrastructure, homes, and businesses, leading to substantial economic losses.
Agriculture is particularly vulnerable to climate change. Changes in temperature and precipitation patterns can affect crop yields, leading to food shortages and higher prices.
Social and political implications are also important to consider. Climate change can exacerbate existing inequalities and lead to conflicts over resources, such as water and arable land.
It's clear that climate change is a complex issue that affects many aspects of our lives. It's important to understand these impacts so we can take action to mitigate and adapt to the changes.
Mitigation and adaptation.
Let's talk about some of the solutions for mitigating and adapting to climate change. One of the most effective ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions is to transition to renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power.
Yes, and conservation efforts are also crucial. Protecting forests, wetlands, and other natural habitats can help absorb carbon dioxide and preserve biodiversity.
Policy and international agreements play a key role in addressing climate change. The Paris Agreement, for example, aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels.
It's also important to invest in research and development of new technologies that can help reduce emissions and improve energy efficiency.
Future projections.
Looking to the future, there are many predictions and scenarios for how climate change will unfold. Some of these scenarios are quite alarming, but there are also opportunities for positive change.
Technological advancements, such as carbon capture and storage, have the potential to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It's important to continue investing in these technologies and exploring new solutions.
Preparing for the future also means building resilience to the impacts of climate change. This includes improving infrastructure, developing early warning systems, and supporting communities in adapting to changing conditions.
Interactive segment.
Now, let's answer some questions from our viewers. One viewer asks, what can individuals do to help combat climate change?
Great question. There are many actions individuals can take, such as reducing energy consumption, using public transportation, recycling, and supporting policies and initiatives that address climate change.
Another viewer asks, how can we stay informed about climate change and its impacts?
It's important to stay informed by following reputable sources of information, such as scientific journals, news outlets, and organizations that focus on climate change. Engaging in discussions and participating in community efforts can also help raise awareness and drive action.
Conclusion.
We've covered a lot today about the impact of climate change on our planet. Remember, climate change is a global issue that requires collective action. Every effort counts, and together, we can make a difference.
Keep learning, stay informed, and take action to protect our planet. Thanks for joining us today. And don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Hub for more discussions and insights.
See you next time. Bye.